So today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest rappers in the scene right now. And by biggest, I guess I mean that literally. We're talking about Dave Blunt. He's big off of not putting down the cup and off of being a potential candidate for My 600-Pound Life. So let's go ahead and start the video.
Are embedded in the streets, while others have crippling addictions to drugs and alcohol, putting them in a constant risk of overdosing. But for Dave Blunt, the situation is a little different, because even though he claims that he can't put down the cup, that's just one of the dangers that's facing him. While the walk could be a problem, it's his waistline that really has people wondering if there's a way back before it's too late. It's your boy Luesta, and today we're discussing the Dave Blunt's controversy. Recently, Iowa-based rapper Dave Blunt has been making moves. Recently, he's appeared on prominent platforms like On The Radar and has steadily dropped 7 projects over the course of the past year. And gradually, his buzz has been building, with fans enjoying his high-pitched delivery and melodic style.
Yeah, I really do have to say, guys, like unironically, I actually really enjoy Dave Blunt's music. I really love it. It's kind of painful for me to look at him because, you know, looking at him, he's probably not going to be with us 5 years from now. But I really do like his music, like seriously.
But the attention he was getting back then doesn't compare to the chaos that surrounds him now. Because after he performed his first ever show, people couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Like, isn't this not the craziest thing? Bro is performing with an oxygen tank, sitting on a couch. Like, it's both. Like, okay, and on one end, it is literally like probably the, like, how do I even say this? It's never been done. He's the first to ever do that. You know, it's inspirational in a way. You know, like that's some new shit. But at the same time, what is this? And it's also like he's not even performing it live. It's literally a DJ doing the music. So he's just sitting there.
Performed his first ever show, people could.
That being said, if Dave Blunt, you know, if you want to go ahead and perform in Chicago, please do. I'm more than happy.
Couldn't believe what they were seeing. Immediately, Blunt shocked everyone with the sheer size of him and the fact that he couldn't even stand up the whole performance. And as soon as the footage hit social media, everyone had jokes. One user said the notorious BMI. Others referred to him as the last chairbender.
The last chairbender is crazy.
But he gotta put the plate down. He was even dunked on by fitness influencers like Bradley Martin, who could barely understand how someone of that size exists. Even unflatteringly comparing him to a notoriously obese
what a way
Star
of
Wars
putting
character.
that. How does he exist?
You gotta go on a diet for real. I didn't know he was that fat. You couldn't even tell he was that fat in the radar thing. This guy looks like Jabba the Hutt, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what Jabba is. That from Star Wars? I don't know what Jabba the Hutt is. Wow. Okay, man, y'all better not. Don't talk anything about me, man. I don't know what Jabba the Hutt is. Like, don't say anything to me. Please don't say anything to me.
Left alarmed by what they had seen, hip-hop commentators scrambled to give their audiences the scoop on Dave, all the while remaining in disbelief over the situation that he's in at such a young age.
Oh, he's a lean sipper. How much I think he weighed? About like 300? Nah, more than 300. Yeah, probably like about 600 pounds. I don't know too much about him in terms of his come-up story. I'm guessing he just got on with that one song. I think once he's gotten past that very small phase of, okay, he's new, he's going to want to make sure his health is good. And if his health is good, now granted, I think people would look at just like his size and be like, yo, bro, we can't lie to you and say this is any type of healthy weight, brother. You look more than morbidly obese, right?
Although it seems like he appeared overnight, the Davenport MC has actually been working towards this for a long time. In a recent interview, he revealed that he's actually been cooking in the studio for 6 years now. Everybody told me I was crazy. You know, I felt like Chicken Little, but now I really feel like Chicken Little because the sky is really falling. You know what I'm saying? After such a long time attempting to reach big audiences, Dave should be ecstatic about
the fact that everyone in my age group is big, as like old enough now to be adults and celebrities and be referencing stuff like Chicken Little. It brings a tear to my eye. It brings a tear to my eye, man.
Position that he's currently in. But between the public's reaction to him and some persistent health issues, things likely aren't panning out the way that he hoped they would. Because for most people who've recently discovered him, the conversation is less about whether he has the talent to be a future star, but if he's going to live to see the age of 30. As footage of his inaugural live show went wild online, he was unsurprisingly in for a lot of comments about his rotund look. But while Dave must have assumed that the internet would have had a field day with that, one thing that he likely didn't expect was that a hip-hop legend would be taking shots at him. Under a video of Dave performing, Snoop Dogg came out of nowhere to give him some unsolicited advice. Well, put down the chicken wings and the Tata chips, nephew, and that chair gonna break soon. Get to the end of the cup. Clearly, this assessment from Snoop struck a chord with Dave because soon he took to Instagram to tell the Dogfather that he didn't deserve that and to clap back at Snoop for playing a sexual abuser in the hood classic Baby Boy. I'm actually a very good guy. I take care of my family, I put my friends into positions to win, and I'm chasing my dreams every day.
So I didn't know. Wait, so Dave Blunt is beefing with Snoop Dogg? The Dave Blunt's lore just goes way deeper than I thought, man. It's just some funny guys I see on like TikTok and Instagram reels. Like, wait, this guy beefing with Snoop?
Despite his best efforts, Dave couldn't put this behind him or leave it at that. So he took a bold step of dissing Snoop from the stage at Juice WRLD Day.
Hey, Chicago, do y'all have a problem with me sitting
He was in Chicago? I missed it?
down on this stage? Exactly. Get the f off my dick, Snoop Dogg.
Right off the bat, he tried to explain why he'd talk about a legend like that.
And as far as the Snoop Dogg shit, yeah, I mean, that's real. You know, I had got on the first altercation we had, I got on the stage and he said, you know, put down the chips, put down the all that other shit. And I'm just like, my whole thing about that, why I didn't like that was because that was a very proud moment. You know, that was my first time performing and I didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just performed, achieved my goals, and that was a really proud moment for me. And so for me to get online the next day and to see people shame me for that, I don't necessarily feel like that's cool.
And for his part, Snoop actually laughed it off.
That was funny. Go ahead, little homie. I mean, big homie. Do your thing, cuz. I ain't fucking with you. Have your fun.
Hey, yo. There ain't no way. Go ahead, little homie, big homie. Oh, yeah, Snoop Dogg being unbothered by that is the funny.
Still going off on me, cuz. I must be getting old.
But when you realize that Dave wasn't just sitting down again during this performance, but was literally hooked up to an oxygen tank while doing it, it's no wonder why the internet completely backed Snoop and agreed that he had a valid point.
What's that?
Because like y'all might not notice this, like he couldn't even hold his breath up long enough to sing his own song. Then like this girl came on whenever she realized that. You know, Snoop Dogg wants to call him a fat ass. Snoop Dogg's right. Snoop Dogg at the end of the day, he's like 50, 60 years old, still going around doing shit all the time. This dude's never gonna be 50, 60 years old. He's losing fucking weight. He couldn't even sing his song, even sitting down. Okay, he's 23 years old.
In the process, he even woke up catching strays from comedian Godfrey, who had Snoop's back.
This is not me putting him down, but I think Snoop Dogg was actually giving a f. Snoop's gonna say it his way. What did you want Snoop to go, hey, sweetheart, you gotta just... No, it's Snoop, man. Snoop put some laughing emojis there. Actually, he's paying attention to you. He's trying to help you out. That's the way he's trying to help you out. It's this woke society now, this so-called fat shaming that is keeping people in bad health. I mean, I'm afraid for the guy. Let's keep it 100. You're on stage with an oxygen tank, sir. When you say get off your dick, let's be honest. Can you find it?
At the moment, it seems like all of the press he's been getting is a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing, though, guys. There's some real shit because, I mean, but it's like I said earlier, but like you cannot possibly make it that far in life being that size. You know, he needs to lose the weight now. And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to get into this later in the video, but I'm pretty sure I saw something about Dave Blunt actually making some moves and trying to lose weight. But like, let's keep
because while he's
forward.
reaching new milestones in his career, there's also a whole subreddit dedicated to mocking him rather than being made out of genuine fandom. Is there a human being long enough to make it through Dave's ass cheek tunnel? Besides that, Dave also can't do an interview without his weight coming up as one of the main topics.
I'm like, yo, this dude's voice is angelic. It's crisp. It sounds 300 pounds lighter.
Right.
I didn't know No, it was you.
What do you mean 300 pounds? Like, how do you sound skinny?
Well, you just sound angelic. You just sound like...
I'm trying to see if I should be offended by that or not.
Technically, you shouldn't. I don't think, because that just means that you're able to sound so much better than you look.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Despite the fact that he has 7
That's actually kind of messed up. Like, Dave Blunt just has to walk around just taking this all the time. He's just taking strays constantly.
Albums out and a viral hit with his track The Cup, alongside other notable tracks, music is generally not the first, second, or third thing that anyone wants to ask him about. Because across the board, they are more interested in his condition than anything else.
In one of your songs, you said every time you fly, you have to buy 2 seats.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
That's real. Yeah, that's real. I gotta take 2 seats. Yeah, man. That shit is.
I was wondering, like, where do you shop at to get your clothes and shit?
Mainly, like, places online is where I get my clothes. Hell yeah.
You got like a plug and shit that lace you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I see you always got.
Wait, is he sitting in 2 seats right now? I think he is. Dang, that is actually crazy. It's like 1 seat per ass cheek. Damn, that's
got the black and gray sweatsuit on.
Yeah, man.
You know, became like your image.
I mean, this is the only clothes that I really have.
Considering how long he's been aspiring to do this, it's obvious that music matters immensely to Dave. He's even described it as a toxic relationship and said that only his mom prevented him from giving up when he was ready to abandon his goals.
I threw the equipment in the garbage. Like, she dug it out of the garbage, put it on my bed, and she was like, you know, don't give up on your dreams, some shit like that. And yeah, bro, like, shit, after that, you know, like, I had to keep going.
Yeah. So did you wanted to quit back then? Like, what was that
I've been making music since like 2018. I've quit and came back to that shit so many times. It's like I had like an abusive relationship with music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, she stopped him from making music, but she probably didn't intend that he'd be treated as a sideshow attraction by some. However, she likely takes pride in how he's being supported by others. Alongside the love of a whole lot of fans, he's had cosigns from Lil Yachty, and apparently there's even talk of them working together.
First thing Lil Yachty told me, just normal nigga shit, you know, him telling me to get a trainer, me telling him, you know, get some new nail polish. We spoke on the phone, and the first thing he told me is like, you know, your music is really good. It's like, it's different, you know. I knew Juice WRLD, it reminds me of him, and we're gonna do an album together, so you just have to keep grinding, and I can't wait to work on that album. And I said, yeah, me either.
Likewise, SZA has shown love to him on social media.
There's been a lot of big artists that have reached out and shit. Like, just the other day, SZA liked my shit.
Yo,
fucking SZA.
SZA?
Hell yeah, SZA.
You did that video with Nirvana.
Yeah.
SZA's crazy, actually. Yeah, she's pretty big right now, too.
That is huge.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
How did you think that even reached her? Because she doesn't follow Nirvana.
I don't fucking know, man. People be saying I have a mythical For You page pull and shit. I don't know.
Probably.
That could be what it
is. He's up to date, man. He knows about the mythical pool. He knows about the mythical reels.
Amid all of this progress that he's making, the big problem is that the attention he gets from his weight comes with a higher price than just a few jokes. In recent months, Dave has been making repeated visits to the hospital, even trying to record from there to ensure that his momentum doesn't slow down too much. As he recently revealed, his health problems date back to his high school days, as he's always been on the bigger side.
Why were you in the hospital?
I had like severe asthma. I think I was at school and I passed out. And
he's 23. He was in high school like 5 years ago.
But as the strain of carrying that kind of excess weight continued to spiral out of control, he has already suffered life-threatening issues.
Like, I wonder how big he was in high school. Was he already that size?
From the brink of heart failure.
Yeah, I made that song while I was in the hospital. So I was actually in my hospital bed. My mom brought my studio equipment to the hospital, and shit, I was cooking up while I was in there, learned how to walk again and shit.
See, and this shit actually makes me feel really bad, if I'm being honest, because, like, I mean, like I don't mean this to be funny or anything, but bro cannot put the cup down. Or I guess in this place, like, he can't put the plate down. And as a result of that, he's literally facing heart failure, like heart issues, and he just keeps doing it. I mean, again, like I said, I've seen some talks. Some talks or like posts from him about him trying to get back in shape. But, like, I'm always just so skeptical of that whenever I see it, because just, like, I don't know. I mean, you can say it, but you know, until you start, like, you know, doing it, you know, and I start seeing some results, it's really hard to stay consistent with it. But I don't know. I wish the best for him, but, like, this is not. I don't know. That just makes me feel. He's 23 years old. Like he's younger than me, and he's sitting here facing those type of issues. That's insane.
Shit like that. Had a catheter in. All that.
And shit. I mean, if you really look at it, he looks young too.
Heart failure.
Damn.
And if that wasn't a wake-up call, who knows what is? Over time, Dave has spent so much time in medical centers that even his dreams of being with one of his homegirls were crushed there.
Well, the first hospital room story that comes to my mind is, my friend Solar, I poured my heart out to her and, she didn't feel the same way. Really hurt me down deep to the core. And it took a lot of time to get over it, but I think I'm finally over it now. I'm ready to get back in the field.
But alongside making music while he's there, Blunt suggests that he also tries to make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have a lot of success with women like that.
I took that picture because I was trying to send it to a girl to get some sympathy. Another sympathy picture. I had my grandma take that one for me. She came to visit me and I was like, I need to get these pictures from a different angle to really capture the essence to get more sympathy.
As much as he's tried to be colorful about it, it's clear that
never mind. Forget what I said. This nigga a demon. This nigga a demon right here. He a demon. He doing psychological warfare to get sympathy nudes. Hey, that is crazy work. I don't know if sympathy nudes, my guy. Oh my god,
capable
he's
of
a demon
to the degree that he'd like because of all these issues stemming from his health. But that isn't because he's happy with it or trying to be some tale of body positivity. In fact, Dave has publicly stated that he wants to change, although he is under no illusion that the problem doesn't lie with him.
So he's not being a Lizzo about this.
Struggle with, or do you just love yourself and you're like, this is who I
am? Yeah, I'd say it's something that I struggle with, but I'm working on it, you know what I'm saying? I plan, hopefully after this album drops, I can sign a deal and, then I'll have the money to, get a personal trainer, you know what I'm saying? All that shit.
Do you like overeat, or do you have more like a glandular thing going on?
His personal trainer is gonna have to double as like a therapist at this point, man. This is more of a mental thing at this point. It's not just physical.
Like you're kind of doing it to yourself, or like some people have kind of like a health condition.
I'd say it's definitely me doing it to myself, yeah.
At the moment, Dave's health is far from ideal. But while it is the most pressing issue he needs to address, it's certainly not the only one. Because alongside his weight posing issues for both his well-being and ability to be taken seriously, another problem for Dave is that there are some people who feel his entire image is fake. Since he came out the gate, Dave Blunt has been sharing wild stories about his life. For starters, he claimed he was trapping back in high school.
First memory from high school, probably selling Xans in the bathroom. It was a good time in life. Really, when I think back to like good times in life, I think back to that time of selling Xans in the bathroom at school.
But he wasn't just selling narcotics. Just as the song says, he says that his claims that he can't relinquish lean is based on his own real addiction to the purple drink.
Don't go down the rabbit hole, kids. Yeah. See where it leads you. 600 pounds.
Okay, I don't know why people think that's unbelievable.
Not being able to put down the cup.
Selling Xans in the bathroom, that is definitely something that you could have found in a lot of high schools.
Dave has built a lore around his life that has
I mean, I don't know how things roll over near Iowa, but Iowa is right there next to Illinois. I can tell you for sure that is some stuff that would happen over in Chicago. So, I mean, I don't know what's unbelievable about that. I don't know what people are
alongside tales of drug use
about that.
He also frequently raps about an alleged ex-girlfriend from a situationship that he remains hung up on by the name of Madison.
Definitely crying in the kitchen.
Crying in the kitchen for sure, right?
That's that shit was about a real situation. The whole album was about a real situation. It's about this girl who I had a situation with. Her name is Madison. It's like her new guy. His name is Julian. Yeah, man, that whole situation is,
I mean, the thing is, like I think at a glance it's kind of hard to believe. I think at a glance it's kind of hard to believe that he could ever get any girls or anything. But I mean, I would assume bro kind of got a personality, obviously, to be releasing the songs that he's releasing. I mean, if you listen to those lyrics, I think I could definitely see some, yeah.
On your song.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his wild lyrics. Whether he's being homophobic or referencing a pro wrestler who murdered his wife and son. But the real danger to Dave's already rocky credibility is that not everyone is happy to take his image at face value, and that's because there's a whole lot of holes in his stories. One prime example came with his alleged girlfriend that appeared alongside him on stage at Rolling Loud. After images surfaced of the two, an apparent DM leaked where the girl in question denied being in a relationship with Dave and couldn't believe anyone actually thought that. But despite her making no further appearances on his Instagram, Dave has continued to act like they're together in his posts and interviews. I had to find out if my bitch out here fucking, She's not. We good, by the way. Then, during a recent call to No Jumper, he doubled down on the relationship being genuine. However, he sounded very nervous about the prospect of her speaking out.
Come on, man. Hey, listen, no, I did not, man. I'm very respectful. That's my girl, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's your girl.
Disrespect her. Yeah, man, that's the love
Bro,
of my
ain't
life,
no
man.
way you're trying to scamaz us in 2025. Bro, it's the internet age. We can figure it out. And that's some real cornball activity, bro.
Yeah, we definitely go interview her. You wanted her to get an interview. She's made it to No Jumper.
But this is only part of the deception that people feel he's carrying out. Because to many people online, his love of lean doesn't come across as authentic, and they even think that he's exposed himself several times. These days, Dave is closely associated with the cough syrup. Apparently, he's even getting free lean because of it.
Since you've gotten big making music, have you noticed that people try to tax you more for lean?
No.
I smoke cigs.
I go to the studio sessions and they're like, here's a free pint. Just, they're giving me free lean. And this shit is unheard of. Nobody, they don't do that.
Oh, is that Goblin? Goblin interview?
No. Like, I'm so serious on my life.
Well, I might have to check this out. Y'all watch Goblin.
Give me free lean.
That's fucking lit.
But even though he's always pictured with the cup like an extra large Lil Wayne, and wears custom tracksuits saluting his love of the purple, there is reason to believe he doesn't sip at all. For starters, he has knocked over his cup on podcasts several times, and it always appears to be empty.
Don't come around me. Stop coming around me and my friends. Like, I don't want you around. You know what I'm saying?
For many,
okay, to be fair, the cup is a part of his brand. I don't think that he's just walking around carrying lean everywhere. He's obviously like I always just kind of assumed that him carrying the cup around was a joke. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that he has to sip on lean, but I don't think that that's necessarily something that just makes it so that he doesn't sip on lean. You know, I think that if he's lying about anything, what I would think is he's lying about his interactions with women. That would be my guess. That would be my guess.
Obvious. This just in. Dave Blunts doesn't drink lean and water is wet. But it appears to be a shock to some, as now one of his biggest gimmicks is being debunked. Because around the same time that Reddit was waking up to this, he was exposed by No Jumper, who feel that there's just no way he could be sipping and still be surviving.
Is it confirmed that Dave Blunts really sips lean? I'm not saying that comically, like.
No, Mike.
Yeah.
He don't sip lean.
No, and he's honest about it because when we did the interview with him, no, it's the big empty cup all the time. There's nothing in the cup.
I seen something in the cup before, and it was purple.
When he did the interview, there's nothing in the cup.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him with anything in the cup, and he's not even. He knocked his cup over like 8 times throughout the course of the fucking interview, and it's like he's not even really like honestly. The way his body is shaped, he cannot drink lean. Let's be real. He's going to die.
All right, so
to make matters worse, his love of lean has led the Iowa rapper to be accused of jacking a style. In recent months, Dave has refused frequent comparisons to Big Mo, another heavyset rapper with a similar image, who was also known for his love affair with lean. Despite the obvious similarities, Dave has insisted that he doesn't know who one of the leading lights of the iconic Screwed Up clique is. But Houston legend Paul Wall isn't buying it, and says that he has to pay homage if he ever wants to be respected in H-Town.
You know, I mean, somebody coming from Houston, from Texas, it's you know, we see his whole style, which it looks like a junior Big Mo. Who Big Mo is from the Screwed Up clique. He was also large like that, had very similar hairstyle. Used to always wear the velour stuff, you know, velour suits. He had, you know, his whole stuff was purple stuff. He had a song called Purple Stuff, album called Purple Stuff. So when I see Dave Blunts rocking the purple stuff, rocking the velour suits, we see somebody who, you know, might have been influenced from Big Mo, but then he came out saying he never even heard of Big Mo. So us from Houston, we're like, well, how you don't never heard of him, but you got your whole style, sound, and look and everything like him. So I'm a little torn on how I feel about his style, but definitely when it comes to his health, I definitely want to encourage him.
With so many question marks over what's real and what's fake, the effect of all this is that the general public just aren't buying it. After watching the interview, the effect of all this is that the general public are alive. Wherever you stand on Dave Blunts, he is currently at the peak of his relevance to date. And clearly, many of those in the game think there's something special about him. Swiston, a creator, might be as long as 3 more albums this year. It's going to continue that.
So he's still trying to release one. I'm trying to see if he's going to get into his like
combat that at the moment.
Yes, I prefer that I dream.
Dave needs to take action before it's too late. With this so bad.
Yeah, so he doesn't get into that. But yeah, guys, I would have to say the whole Dave Blunt situation is crazy. Maybe that's the title of the video. Probably not. But no, seriously though, this guy, I've said this already. I actually listen to his music. I really enjoy what he's put out there. Personal stuff aside, I think it's kind of cringe that he's lying about things because I think some of this stuff is clearly lies. At first I thought maybe it was just the girls. Maybe it's other things too. I would think that it's possible for him to drink lean. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to go into specifics of that, but I think that with the way that he's shaped, he can probably take some, because he's so large. He has a Modelo can in his hand right now on the screen. Well, you can't see it, but still. It's just, either way though, I really hope he gets his health in check, personally. I think that's the opinion of a lot of people because I think he has a lot of good content. I think he could really put out some good albums and good music. It's a really nice, fresh sound. It lifts you up in a way. So, but yeah, this whole Dave Blunt situation is crazy. Hopefully he can get in the gym, get that personal trainer he needs. But I think he also, personally, I think he needs a therapist too. That's just about it. If you want to see more content, please subscribe, leave a like on the video. And yeah, you guys have yourselves a damn good one.